Hey everyone, thanks for coming back to another segment of the MCR. Mac and me, my name's TJ, and in this segment, President Trump has been indicted. While I think we all were hoping that this indictment would never come, and we were even probably teased to that effect on Wednesday, I want to say, Thursday it came down. And who persuaded who? Because it sounded like on Wednesday that it wasn't going to happen, and within 24 hours, it was reported. And
I'd like to see a close examination of the financial records of those grand jurists.
yeah, big time, because somebody got to somebody, you know.
Yeah.
But let's see. President Trump responded. This is a political persecution and election interference at the highest level. This is what he started off with. Later on, he would say, "You have been charged in a with hunt." I think he meant witch hunt to destroy and make America great again. You remember it? It's just like I. Some of his words here don't make any sense. I think he was trying to abbreviate Russia, 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 the Mueller hoax, Ukraine, 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 impeachment hoax, one, and two, illegal and unconstitutional Mar-a-Lago raid. Now this. So he basically goes down a list of things they've been doing to get him, and then he would follow it up with another. I'm going to call it a tweet on Truth Social. These thugs and radical left monsters have just indicted the 45th president of the United States and the leading Republican candidate by far for the 2024 nomination for president. And he ends it with, the USA is now a third world nation in serious decline. So sad. Yeah, this is something you see in El Salvador, or you know what? Maybe we could say Brazil. Huh,
Nicaragua,
Yeah.
Venezuela, you name it. The old Soviet Union.
I guess the DA, Alvin Bragg, also released a letter regarding Trump's indictment. In it, he accuses House Republicans of collaborating with Trump to vilify prosecutors and judges. So
charge him then. Charge him. Go ahead.
Yep. Let's see. You're a sports guy. I had heard this name, but I didn't really know much about him. Are you familiar with a Jason Whitlock?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
he's been exiled from ESPN because he's not preaching their nonsense.
Yeah. Well, he was on Tucker Carlson the other night, and he said he had never voted before, but this almost sounds like Thursday night when he was on Tucker. I am a MAGA. I am hardcore MAGA tonight. This is what Jason Whitlock said. They want to turn this country into a communist Marxist hellhole. This is tyranny. This is, and I'll paraphrase, bovine excrement.
Well, you know what I say to Mr. Whitlock? Welcome to reality. Yeah, this is what they're doing. If Jason Whitlock were watching the MCR, he would know this already.
Surprise, surprise, James Comey fires off celebratory tweet regarding Manhattan grand jury indictments. No surprise there,
No.
Hey, Mac, there's a guy that's been getting some attention, and he sounds like a very interesting individual. He's from India, and his name is Vivek Ramaswamy.
That's a mouthful. Yeah.
Well, yeah. This guy sounds hardcore conservative. He
came from a country that was a shithole. He knows.
Yeah.
Not like these spoiled bastards in this country.
What makes Vivek Ramaswamy, I find this guy very interesting. This is a guy I'm going to be keeping tabs on.
I find it interesting that you pronounce his name so well.
Yeah. Well, I had to practice. But he's a hardcore conservative, and he's thrown his hat into the ring for the 2024 presidential election, which means he's running against Trump. Yet, on every point, of this situation here, he's supporting Trump.
Well, maybe this is something that President Trump, someone he needs to look at as a running mate instead of Marjorie Taylor Greene. That comes off as a nutcase.
That's very possible. But I've heard Vivek on a few different talk shows now, and he says he believes he could be a better president than President Trump, but yet supports President Trump in all this stuff that they're doing against President Trump. Vivek Ramaswamy might be one of the loudest critics of the left as to what they're doing here.
Well, I hope he's led a pristine life, or they're going to ruin it for him.
Well, yeah, big time. Alan Dershowitz, he's made some interesting comments. He's no conservative,
but he's a constitutional expert.
Yeah, one of his comments was they've made a foolish decision, which will cause the case to be thrown out. Well, yeah, in
the land of reason and logic, he's correct.
Yeah, exactly. He also made the comment, I think any first-year law student could get this dismissed in front of any objective judge. Objective judge.
There's a reasonable, or here's what you got, the way I see it. You got a Democrat prosecutor, a Democrat judge, a Democrat jury. How are you going to get a fair trial in a state that's nothing but full of Democrats? And I know there are Republicans and conservatives there, so don't jump on me for that. But largely, when was the last time your state was Republican is what I would say to you.
Yeah, really. And the last thing I have here on this matter, because there's a whole bunch of stuff. I was just trying to sift through the main ones here. I came across an article, Rhinos Never Change. Former Arkansas Governor Asa Hutchinson is calling on Donald Trump to step aside over this recent indictment.
That's what rhinos always do. They always want to give in. They're the first ones, maybe they're second behind the French, to surrender.
Yeah. Hutchinson said, when a public official is indicted, I think with regard to the office is more important than the person. They should step aside. Well, heck, you might as well just tell the Democrats to indict anyone they're running against to ensure a victory on their behalf.
According to this moron.
Yeah.
You know what? Just Asa.
But anyways, I just wanted to touch on some of the higher low points of this whole thing. People need to put down their damn phone for 5 minutes and get their head out of their ass and realize how damn close we are to living in a totalitarian state. And it's not going to be fun, and it's going to affect them. They got to understand it is going to affect you. There is no escaping from it. I mean, I keep thinking, is this real? Is all of this really happening?
It's real. It's as real as it gets.
Yeah.
And where no one is stepping up to stop it.
Yeah.
Other than Donald Trump. And look what's happening to him.
That's why he won the first time around, because of the gutless leadership on the right. You know?
Yeah.
So that's all I got for this one. Any final rants or thoughts? Or
no, I'm good.
All right. Well, I guess we'll see how this one plays out. That's it for now. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, everyone, for your support. Catch you in another rant. As always, be safe, watch your six, and don't tread on me.